Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. It's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today we've got an AFC East matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots. This is DJ Reed returning. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So now the Patriots getting set to take over on offense. Leading him out is their 6'3" quarterback, the third overall selection in 2018, Sam Darnold.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield.
Darnold's pass.
The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That's good.
So those are the numbers for Gronk in last week's outing. 5 catches, 65 yards, and a touchdown as well.
And he was able to pull that last pass in, but he's going to face a tall order here because he's going up against the number 2 unit in the NFL against the pass.
Sony Michel, his first carry. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Michel, the ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Darnold completes it. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Patriots. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Off of play action, Darnold. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier Howard. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. So here are the Dolphins now getting set for their initial possession. They'll have Lamar Jackson calling the shots, the former Heisman Trophy winner from Louisville.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. So a first quarter fumble in the rain, and this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here, so they better get used to this.
And it's hard to do real early in the game because you're so amped up.
Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Sack.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Third and long, it's Darnold. He's got it complete to Gronkowski.
Darnold's pass.
And he'll be brought down at at the 27-yard line. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on fourth.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Makes the score Patriots 3.
So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
First and 10 at their own 20.
Matt Breida, the offense, heading back out. He's got to clear his mind a little bit right now. 1 carry, and that carry was a lost fumble.
Clear his mind, clear his hands, and just let this one go. Sometimes it happens. You drop the ball. Got a full game ahead of him. Hand it to him again. See if they can start to produce.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. They find some open field here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Matt Breida, 76 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. And maybe starting the campaign for another Offensive Player of the Week award in the AFC.
They'll strike up the band, right? They're going to lead him along, and the band being that offensive line, he's locked into the rhythm of what they're doing up front, and he's definitely off to that great start, a second straight week.
Sam Sloman set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. Here's Reed. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
On the return, the Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And he'll get that to Michel, complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4, second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Here's a first down throw that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Complete to Rob Gronkowski.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Patriots 3.
On second down, Michel. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 30. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. Open man, Gronkowski complete. They'll contain him to just 4, second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On second down now. Michelle. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 20-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Darnold from the red zone now. His throw caught right around the 6. And the Patriots are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. 15 yards there for number 15.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Trying to pound it in here with Michelle. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
This is caught. Gronkowski. And he's going to get into the end zone. So cue up the Gronk spike. Gets a Patriot touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, his 4th touchdown on the year. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Now to return it, here's Kenyon Drake. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10. At their own 27-yard line.
Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Now an open man, that's the tight end Gesicki. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. Throwing is Jackson. Find Williams on the slant.
Jackson's pass.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
And he's going to take this down close to the first as he's brought down at the Patriots' 21. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Matt Breida with his 19th touchdown, his second of the game. And the Dolphins are once again going to retake the lead.
Sam Sloman for the PAT.
And that makes it 14-10. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was Matt Breida who had the touchdown run to put an end to it.
Sam Sloman set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors.
Here's Reed returning.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 30.
Offense marching back onto the field, and our focus shifts here to Sony Michel. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up.
He'll get this underneath to Michel.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. That's out to his running back, Michel. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
The veteran Rasul Douglas able to break that one up.
Well, they came up with points in their first two possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their third drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
This is brought in at the 21. It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give him a good 10 yards on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football.
Matt Breida in the offense heading back out.
And he's found the end zone twice. And now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how's he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a third time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they are really in sync right now.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in.
Jackson's pass.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
A 28-yard gain.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Phillips.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Second and 6 at the 22-yard line.
Here's a toss right side for Breida. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Jackson. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Matt Breida.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now it's Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
intended for Mike
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass.
17.
Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. A final shot before the break, Darnold. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Jackson now. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
28 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line.
At the 1-yard line.
You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we see both of those talents on display here today.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Matt Breida with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Dolphins add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football.
Yeah,
what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14.
Sam Sloman set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. Here's Reed. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. First down, it's Darnold. And the Dolphins rush, gets home, down he goes.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
On 2nd down, Michelle, he gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So their move is to decline that so they don't get another second down. It'll be third.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their third down defense, right? Absolutely. Whether it's a sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here.
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now Jackson on first down. On the screen, this is Coleman. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Play action. Now Jackson. He's going to rifle one. It's caught at the 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
For the extra point.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors.
Here's Reed returning.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Patriots take over first and 10. At their own.
New England trying to get a place on offense. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it first and 10. This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Kyle Van Noy in on the stop.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards there and a first down.
At the 39-yard
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Darnold, he lost the football.
The pass.
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now a pass dropped off here for James White. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Got an open man, that's Campbell.
And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
They'll turn to Michel as they go back to the ground. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
On the tackle. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Dolphins.
Again, it's Michel. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Foxborough. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. New England on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Darnold from the gun. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. On first down, Darnold. This is White on the screen. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. James White, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots get a score closer. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Jackson.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. Now Jackson. Finding Williams once more, complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And Jackson throwing once more. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. The end result, 21 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. His pass caught at the 4.
Jackson.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Miami.
Mike Gesicki, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. And his kick is good. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
Here's Reed. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
1st and 10. at their own 25-yard line.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
Play action. It's Darnold. And his throw's going to be incomplete. N'Keal Harry was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
N'Keal Harry.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen.
He's got a man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. David Moore, his second touchdown on the season. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
On the return, the Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
They run again with Breida. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 27 yards there, a first down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage,
First down.
the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
The handoff to Matt Breida.
The tackle made there by Jared Davis.
Davis on the tackle.
But from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because they only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Rolling to his right, and now he's going to use his legs. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
The 3-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Flush to his right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. And he'll go underneath here to Breida. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
What you talking about, ref?
So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now with that interception, you feel like we've got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. Throwing again on second down. Darnold on the left side, a catch by White. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Here's Darnold. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
Throwing again is Darnold. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. A first down throw, Darnold. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Intended for David Moore. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To the air again, Darnold. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Intended for N'Keal Harry. Incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. One last throw now for Darnold. Got his man. That's Harry. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.